So, Breanna Stewart just got given the core designation by the New York Liberty. And this is something that I thought was going to be a bigger deal because I was really confused in general. Like, I think the wording of the core rules are confusing when it comes to trades. Like, I originally thought, and I was like, yeah, if you have a core player, it doesn't really matter. You can still trade for another one as long as you're in the cap. And then I remember watching a video by Hunter Cruz, and he basically said the opposite. And I'm like, to be fair, like reading through it all, it is kind of ambiguous and what you can and can't do. But it doesn't make coring Breanna Stewart makes absolutely no difference because we have a case study with the Skylar Diggins situation. The Phoenix Mercury already had Brittany Griner cored, and Skylar Diggins got cored by the Wings and they traded for her. So it doesn't really make too much of a difference. But yeah, so I don't know how much difference it really is going to make for the New York Liberty. Before we get on to it, if you guys are new to the channel, subscribe. We are trying to hit 41,000 subscribers by the end of the month. Lads, we actually got like nearly 100 subscribers yesterday. That's crazy. We're at 2 subscribers today. So if we could just get to like 30 a day and we'll hit it, which is madness. Which is absolute madness. Like 50k by the time the WNBA season starts. That is the end goal because we've got Unrivaled and we've got other stuff. But when it comes to Breanna Stewart, she had not been cored yet in her career. I think the reason for that is what I'm guessing. Like, Breanna Stewart played almost her entire career with the Seattle Storm. I'm guessing during that time, like, you can be cored twice as a player, which is like on a 1-year deal. And I think like they literally just want Breanna Stewart, just wants those core years out of the way with. So obviously it doesn't like make the biggest difference in the world. So like a lot of people are mentioning, obviously the Liberty have cored Breanna Stewart as expected. They cored her as the news broke with the core designation. Will take her off the market and they have exclusive negotiating rights. And obviously, like, Stewie is somebody that's worth every cent of a Supermax. Like, she's worth every cent of it. She is one of the 3.5 players you could argue is the best player in the world. Like, obviously, if you're arguing who the best players in the world are, for me, it's Aja, Fee, and Stewie. And then if you are one of those people that values offense 100 times more than defense, you can argue Caitlin Clark. But Breanna Stewart was, like, she is worth every cent of a Supermax. But the reality is, like, she hasn't been cored up to this point in her career. Because if you look at the Seattle Storm team she played with, like this, even the last year she played with the Seattle Storm, they were so good. Like, they went 22-14. They nearly beat the Aces in the playoffs, and that was with fully healthy Chelsea Gray, fully healthy Aja, when Chelsea won Finals MVP. They still had Jewel Lloyd, Ezzy Magbagor. At this stage, Ezzy Magbagor wasn't what she is now, but like they had a younger. Did they not have Sammy Wickham at this stage? But Gabby Williams was there. Steph Talbot was there as decent. Stewie. Mercedes Russell was looking like she was going to be a player. Sue Bird was still there. They had Tina Charles playing center, who can still hoop a little bit. And like that's the team that they had in her last season there. And obviously, if you're looking at other seasons, like they've been stacked at times. Like the last time they won the championship in the Wubble, they had Alicia Clark, Jordan Canada, Natasha Howard. So I'm guessing like Natasha Howard's been cored too many times. I reckon Sue Bird had probably been cored too many times. I wonder who else had been cored for Stewie not to really get any of her core years out of the way. But to be fair, actually, this was the last year of her rookie. 2020 was the last year of her rookie deal. So maybe it was just that whoever the hell New York cored. But it's an interesting one because I think that a lot of the time people are talking about getting those core years out of the way with. I'm like, I think there's a near 0% chance the core designation happens in the next CBA. Because the problem is the players get into the league at 22 years old. They have to be 22. And with core designation, restricted free agencies and rookie deals, players realistically can be held hostage by a franchise for 7 years. It can be 7 years where the team can say, you're not leaving. And not saying they will. Like, obviously, Elena Deladon was pretty much held hostage by the Mystics this year, but I'm not saying, like, that is something that's going to happen a lot. But there is genuinely a chance that someone, especially with the COVID years, imagine being stuck in a franchise till you're 30. Imagine in the NBA saying, actually, to be fair, you're kind of stuck there for 8 years in the NBA. But that's only if you're offered a max long-term extension. Like, they can just keep you there for $200K a year, not $50 million a year like they can in the NBA. But I think that the core designation is going to be gotten rid of in the next CBA. I don't think it's going to be a thing, which is why, like, Stewie was like, oh, I just want to get my core years out of the way with. But I don't think teams are going to go and, like, actively. I think they're not going to be actively searching, if you get me. I think they're not going to be actively looking for core designations. Like, I think we're going to stop seeing players. Like, I think players that are on the move are going to be getting cored this year. But I don't see it being a situation where players are like, you know, oh, I just want to I'm going to stay anyway, get my core years out of the way. But because the only player we've heard that from is Breanna Stewart. Breanna Stewart is the only player we've heard getting cored right now that wants to stay with their team. Like, even Gabby Williams. Even Gabby Williams, when she signed with the Storm, literally said, I'm not going to sign for a team that's going to core me over the summer. And they cored her. So, like, these teams can really, like, they can screw with players. They really can. And I think it is an interesting one, but it's not going to make any difference really for the Satu trade because it just gives them exclusive negotiating rights. Let's just say, hypothetically, they go and make the trade where they go and make a trade for like a Maureen Johannes, who she's now gonna be they gave her qualifying offers, so they have negotiating rights with her as well. So let's just say they offer a Maureen Johannes, and if they manage to sign her, they offer her and something else with the with the 7th pick to get Satu. I don't see a situation where if the money doesn't work out, where Stewie doesn't take a pay cut. Like, for people saying, oh, you know, 30K is a lot to Stewie, no, it's not. Like, Breanna Stewart, I want to see what her net worth is, but it has to be at least 10 million. Like, 30K obviously is a lot of money. There is absolutely no way. There is no way in hell Breanna Stewart's net worth is $4 million. Oh, it said it here on the, what is his net worth? Oh, to be fair, this is an AI sports thing. It was like they say her net worth is $5 million. Now, Breanna Stewart has a literal signature shoe. She has a signature shoe. There is no way she has a net worth of $5 million. But, yeah, it is going to be an interesting situation to see what happens. And I don't think that it makes any difference really for the Liberty, because I do think that if there's a chance where her money is going to stop them getting a Satu and winning, I think she'll take cheaper. If she wants the Supermax, they have to give her the Supermax after coring her. But Breanna Stewart can say, I'm going to take 175K. Like Aja took 200K. She could have taken more money than that. As far as I'm aware, she could have taken more money than that a year. But, like, I think the likes of Aja Wilson and stuff taking less money allowed Chelsea Gray, it allowed Kelsey Plum, and allowed Jackie Young to all get their big contracts. So anyway, yeah, that is the video. Thank you guys for watching. Please like, comment, and subscribe.